The richest man in the world is killing small businesses in America. Amazon is blazing through companies like a fire in a forest. Amazon has a chokehold on the market, destroying anyone who dares compete with them. And even if they don't know it, this hurts consumers like you and me. What is Amazon doing to destroy its competitors? And is there ever going to be an end to it? According to Bezos himself, maybe. My name is Raf, and this is Failure in Future. Currently, Amazon's primary source of revenue is its retail operations, where its online and retail stores brought in over $500 billion in 2023. Many Americans believe Amazon's dominance is dangerous and needs to be controlled. A recent survey found that nearly 80% of voters believe Amazon needs more regulation, and over half of voters support outright breaking up the company. And lawmakers are starting to agree. After a 15-month investigation, the House Judiciary Committee concluded that Amazon does indeed have a monopoly over several small and medium-sized businesses. The committee recommended splitting Amazon into separate companies and regulating its online marketplace to ensure fair treatment of its sellers. And surprisingly, this is something that both the Democrats and Republicans agree on. But Amazon claims it actually helps small businesses. They have huge advertising campaigns, press releases, and lobbying efforts, claiming they have a mutually beneficial relationship with small businesses on their platform. According to Amazon, these small businesses are thriving and that their interests are aligned with Amazon's. And I'm sure it started out that way, where Amazon was improving the lives of both sellers and customers on the platform. But now when you ask small business owners, they're telling a different story. In a 2019 survey, 3/4 of independent retailers saw Amazon's dominance as a major threat, and only 11% of those selling on Amazon described their experience as successful. Small consumer product manufacturers feel trapped because Amazon controls the online marketplace and they're forced to sell on their platforms. Amazon pushes these smaller retailers to use its costly warehousing and shipping service called Fulfillment by Amazon, or FBA, if they want to boost their sales. The fees are often high, taking around 30% of each sale, making it hard for small businesses to stay profitable. Amazon is even known to suddenly suspend accounts with zero warning, leaving these sellers with no alternatives to fall back on. So naturally, as Amazon's grown, the number of independent sellers has dropped dramatically. Between 2007 and 2017, the number of independent retailers has dropped by 65,000 businesses. Today, most shoppers start their online search on Amazon, which captures about 50% of online spending in the US. This dominance makes Amazon a gatekeeper, forcing retailers and brands to sell on its site if they want to attract the online market. This dependence is risky, and many businesses live in fear. If Amazon changes its algorithm or business terms, suddenly, any business can disappear overnight. Amazon also makes it hard for sellers to reduce their dependence on Amazon. They do this by making their brand identity invisible to shoppers and preventing them from building customer relationships. In April 2021, Amazon blocked most sellers from even seeing the names and addresses of their buyers. What's worse is Amazon refers to these small businesses as partners in public forums, while within the company, they refer to them as internal competitors. The way this might manifest is if you're a seller on Amazon selling phone cases, but you have your own Shopify website where you sell the same stuff for cheaper, Amazon will bury your product on its marketplace and make you basically invisible to Amazon customers. This prevents price competition and keeps prices artificially higher across the internet. At that point, the business will either have to spend more money on marketing to drive traffic to its Shopify website or let Amazon call the shots. Another thing that Amazon does is it uses its venture capital fund to invest in startups, only to steal their ideas and create rival products and services, thus destroying the very business that they invested in. All of this sounds terrible. So how has Amazon managed to stick around for so long? One factor, customer obsession. According to Jeff Bezos, Amazon's success is because it obsesses over the customer, not the competition. The faster they are, the more efficient they are, the cheaper they are, the more customers are going to choose Amazon over any other competitor. Bezos even admitted that Amazon will eventually fail. But the key to prolonging its demise is staying customer focused. Because, quote, if we start to focus on ourselves instead of focusing on our customers, that will be the beginning of the end. While all that sounds great in theory, customer obsession is not about giving you the best. It's about keeping you on their platform for as long as possible, not allowing you to compare prices or find what's actually best for you. Amazon is often known to spy on sellers and use their sales data to create competing products, often giving its versions better placement in search results. For example, if you're looking for a laptop sleeve and you search for one on Amazon, you'll first get results from Amazon's own brand called Amazon Basics. This is called as degrading search quality, and it's one of the lawsuits against Amazon right now. While it seems convenient on the surface, Amazon is hurting other sellers on its platform, and it gives you, the consumer, the illusion of choice. If there's an especially popular brand selling on Amazon and counterfeits of that product start popping up, instead of just wiping them out to protect consumers, Amazon charges the original seller hefty fees to shut down duplicates on the site. And if the seller doesn't pay the fees, you as a consumer become vulnerable to knockoff products. Aside from that, Amazon is also being accused of manipulating customers, where they use dark patterns to make it difficult to cancel an Amazon Prime membership. One internal program called Project Iliad made canceling Prime harder by forcing users to click through multiple screens to confuse the user. This tactic reduced Prime membership cancellations by 14% in just 1 year. Following that, the FTC and 17 state attorneys have sued Amazon for their monopolistic practices. They're claiming that Amazon's actions stop rivals and sellers from lowering their prices, reduce quality for shoppers, and overcharge sellers, stifling innovation and blocking fair competition. The FTC argues that Amazon isn't just big. It also uses exclusionary practices to prevent competitors from ever growing or entering the market. By limiting competition in price, product selection, and quality, Amazon makes sure no rival can ever exist in the same space, which impacts billions in retail sales, thousands of businesses, and millions of shoppers. So now the FTC and state partners want a permanent court order that breaks up Amazon and restores competition in the marketplace. But besides big government entities, smaller organizations are also standing up. Businesses that rely on Amazon to sell their goods are starting to unite against the e-commerce giant. A group of antitrust advocates recently launched the Responsible Online Commerce Coalition. This group, which also includes small businesses and large brands, aims to push the US government to reduce Amazon's control over online shopping. The coalition wants to bring together businesses that have been hurt by Amazon's actions. The EU is also working on the Digital Markets Act, which aims to control companies like Google, Apple, Amazon, and Meta. But according to Jeff Bezos, there's no need to worry about the FTC and government crackdowns. According to him, Amazon is different. It's not like a company like Apple or Google. The reason for that is because Amazon is focused on improving the lives of customers and making day-to-day life easier. And the only thing that can hurt Amazon is if it moves away from its customer-centric approach. Do you agree with that statement? Or do you think Amazon is in for a rude awakening? Let me know your thoughts in the comments and subscribe to follow along. My name is Raf, and this is Failure in Future.